Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. We are here about to embark upon a mission. I literally do not remember what. To meet Alice. Oh yes, okay. We're after information. So let's go, see? Boop. Oh, it's not even another map. Or, I mean, it's not even another, like, you know, loading screen with a dialogue. It's just, okay. Alright. Arcade machine. Here's the bathroom. Ooh, I'll take random bathroom garbage. Drugs, makes sense. Interesting art. Alright. The only active console in this derelict span of U-Bahn platform is an old video arcade machine. The CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet glows invitingly. Cheerful pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. At the base of the control panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. The port is shrouded in black plastic, and it appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Amsel's encoded cred stick. Insert Amsel's down payment. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port, and the screen goes black. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie. From the Venetian blinds on the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles, with high cheekbones and almond eyes. Looks blue to me, but okay. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone for me. Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Ah, yeah, that's why I'm here. She raises an eyebrow. The Dragon Slayer? Interesting. He's been missing for a long time. Yeah, her thing is to know things. Why would you say that one or that one? No. Yes, he has. Question is, can you find him? That's really annoying. I have decking 3. Maybe it's something that can come later. She looks you in the eye and the smile disappears. Her voice is all business. If he's out there somewhere, I'll find him for you. He could be living under an assumed name in California Free State, and I'd still track him down. And if he's not alive, I'll tell you where you can find his corpse. And now I want to know who you really are. Alice steeples her fingers. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with an encryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 Nuyen on it. When I get my cred stick, you get your information. And this is the deal. Take it or leave it. I'm not going to antagonize her. It makes perfect sense. Okay, but remember, you say go, and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back, no refunds. Are we square on this? So we actually have to raise 50,000 Nuyen by the end of the game, I believe. But just in case you're running low, there's like a whole big money grab right at the end, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're square. Good. I'll be in touch. Screen goes black. Moments later, the machine reboots. The colorful sprites that you saw when you first approached the arcade cabinet return. There's nothing more to see here. Alice is gone. Alright. We are free to go home. Presumably, Paul will have some missions for us. Come on, Dante. Mordsplatz. What's up, Blitz? Blitz and chips. Alright, Paul. You got anything for me? Shadow, did you make contact with Alice? Yes, I did. She accepted your payment, and I ordered the search for the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine that this will be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? You're right on that count. 50,000. He shrugs. It is about as I had expected. Thankfully, we are prepared for this. I have established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged on your mission computer. One jobs file is on there already. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about Flux-State. If she is, in fact, roosting under the Harfeld Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful, Paul. Remember what happened to Monica. I will never forget. Don't worry, Shadow. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction and careful observation. I will not jack into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished. It's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Malit is working to recover information off of those other DVDs. It is a painstaking process, and it will not be quick, but she is optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I have been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. Sounds good, Paul. I'll go check up on those jobs. One last thing before you go, Shadow. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him? The orc who runs the shelter across the way? Yeah, we've met. Ah, well, he has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised that it would prove worth your time. I'll keep it in mind. Cool. So now I think the bulk of the game kind of opens up. Like, obviously, it's still, you know, you do your big mission, more side quests open up, but we're basically free to just kind of continue now. We've got access to all of the basic functions, such as accessing our mission computer for jobs. Alright, one unread message. Commissioning your services. We would like to arrange a meeting between you and one of our representatives. You will find him at the cafe nearby. His name is Luca Dir. He will be expecting you. Come alone. Okay. The Alice Fund. Oh, and I can just deposit into it as we go. Okay. Anything new on Shadowlands? No. No new pay data. These are our side quests. Ansel's face winks onto the screen. Here you will find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Fuchs, a potential client. The job seems to be relatively straightforward, and the payout is reasonable. One word of caution before you proceed. There are aspects of this run that you might find morally troubling. Be sure to read and understand the specifics of the job before accepting. If you do accept, you will be expected to carry out the requirements of the job in full. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, a client will be notified, and I will make all necessary preparations for the run. Herr Amsel, yes, I am here. To whom am I speaking? Call me Herr Fuchs. Very well. Please describe the work that you would like to have done. Straight to the point. I like that very well. I would like to retain your team's services to clean up a mess. Go on. My employers dispatched a team of operatives to conduct a quiet operation at a local Sharing Pharma AG lab. Fortunately, they botched the job. The team was eliminated, but we have reliable information that one of the operatives has been taken captive. If this rogue agent were to spill information leading back to my employers, it could lead to a corporate war. A great many lives could be lost. My employers would like nothing more than to prevent such a tragic turn of events. Ah, I see. And you wish to retain my team's services to tie up loose ends. Exactly. The captive operative is a rigger by the name of Thorvald Enstad. We need him neutralized before he can inform on us to his captors. As Enstad and his team have already put the facility on high alert, stealth will not be an option. Your team will need to shoot its way in, eliminate Enstad, and exit the facility. Straightforward enough task and well within my team's capabilities. What are you offering in terms of pay? 15,000 Nuyen. The offer is non-negotiable. Very well, I will pass the offer on to my team. Very good. Good day, Herr Amsel. Yeah, we'll take it. No qualms. You messed up. I totally get it. There might be some way during the mission to get him out of there while counting the job is fully done without letting the client know, but we'll play that by ear. Humanus... Oh, I missed it. Humanus details. Oh, this is for Sam. Cool. Samuel Beckenbauer has approached me with an offer of work. Apparently, an associate of his has learned some disturbing details regarding the Berlin chapter of the Humanus Polyclub. He would like to contract your team to investigate these rumors. Beckenbauer was unwilling to discuss the specifics of the job in your absence. He has requested that you speak with him in person at your earliest convenience. Okay. So that'll be active once we actually talk to him about it. Okay. Cool. Why is my mission computer still listed as the objective? Maybe just because the one is technically pending. Oh, raise 50,000. I think that's just always going to be there until we raise it. Okay. Let's head out then. We'll talk to Sam, and then, honestly, we'll probably do his job first, and then the pharma one. I feel like the pharma one's going to be more of a main quest, side quest, than a side quest. Hello again, mein friend. What can I do for you? I heard that you want to talk about a job. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, and looks you in the eyes. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanus Polis Club? Anti-metahuman hate group. Not a lot don't pay attention to politics, so tell us as much as you can. Humanus may call itself a political club, I assume, but its goals are anything but political. The organization's true objective is to spread fear and hatred of the metahuman races. Humanus' bloody rhetoric helped to instigate the Knights of Rage, a worldwide race riot that took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. The women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, and then burned alive when the structures were put to the torch. This is what Humanus stands for, and this is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans, everywhere, are driven from the face of the earth. Disgusting. This job of yours has something to do with Humanus? He nods. Yesterday, I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him, and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Attack of some kind? Yes, I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanus has arranged to acquire a large shipment of an extremely hazardous chemical. Their leader, Volker Stahl, is a vicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanus compound, you will find out what they are planning to do with the chemical and put a stop to it. Wouldn't it be easier to just hijack the shipment while out to go to the Humanus compound at all? Probably wants proof. Compensation. Race, non-human, because I'm an elf. What makes you think they'll talk to me? I'm no more human than you are. Many of the smugglers are metahumans. If If you travel with them, Humanus will allow you into their compound. That's weird, but okay. The rest will be up to you. Why would Humanus steal? Yeah! Presumably because they're the best option available. Stahl is nothing if not a pragmatist. He will work with metahumans when it suits him to do so. Once he's finished with them, he'll discard them and move on. It'll be easier just hijack. We'll do it so we can confirm. He shakes his head. No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanus. It would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they are extremely well funded. I have contacted sister organizations across Berlin and taken up a collection. Between us, we have raised 22,000 Nuyen as a payment. I trust that this will be sufficient. And how much money you non-profits keep for yourselves, you can scrape together more cash than that, and you know it. I donate generously. I want to be a little greedy. Oh, okay. I kind of feel bad about that now. I'm the one being greedy. You're wrong about my organization. I keep nothing for myself. Nothing. But I will see what I can do. I might be able to call in some favors and raise you another 500. Oh, I feel bad about that. It's fine. It's almost 23,000 now. In the meantime, I'm in. Excellent. I am relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. And take the U-Bahn to Schottenest, and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Shadow, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. Cool. Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna do that. We also need to head over to the cafe here and talk to the contact for the other job, the pharma job. No, this is for... Is it for the pharma job? Confusing myself. This here's Shadow, eh? I don't like Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good, you look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future. But first, we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right woman for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I will then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way or expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you will be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. Why am I here? I don't remember what happened that gave us this contact. I'm assuming it was something Paul Amsel did. I'm gonna have to go check my messages again. Handsomely. For each task that you complete, you will be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. So, have I piqued your interest? Will you accept my offer? Who do you work for? How do you know where to find me? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including this small pond that is Berlin. It is in our best interest, however, to remain unknown to the world at large. For the time being, that is all you need to know. What is this audition pay? I can offer you 1,500 Nuyen, but only if you complete the full audition, the run, and post-run interview to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you will receive no pay and no further offers of work. Sold. I like work. Very good. Assuming that your performance in the audition passes muster, I can foresee a long and fruitful business relationship between us. Sure, I'm in. Good. He smiles. Very good. Now, on to the task at hand. There is a man named Alishire. He is a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom and a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the Flux-State and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our suspicions without proof. And this is where you come in. So you want me to spy on him then?
Not directly, no, but we do need to place him under surveillance. You will meet with a team that I've arranged for you, and with their assistance, you will plant listening devices in his apartment. Take the U-bomb to Frankfurt or Tor, and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there.
Hang on a second, I already have a team.
You do, yes, but they are unsuitable for this job. Remember, this is a test of your abilities, not Iger's, or Glory's, or Dietrich's.
If it's that important to you, I'll work with your team. I'm not gonna ask how he knew his name. He's made the flex that they know things. We get it.
Very good. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurt or Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you have planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, a post-mortem on the run if you like. And, assuming that I am satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss our future options. Best of luck, Shadow. We will be watching.
Exciting. I low-key kind of want to do that one first. Not gonna lie. I think it was just a message that was in our inbox, like, hey, offering you work. Come meet our dude. Our dude, bro. Alright, let's head over this U-Bahn and, what's my inventory like? I think we've got grenades on us, don't we? Got a few. Oh, we'll be able to, yeah, choose our stuff. So sure, let's go. Why is Dietrich here? A lone figure stands in the U-Bahn station. Dietrich. He raises the bottle at your approach and then tosses it away.
Figured I'd run into you here, boss. Wanted to be sure that I caught you before you headed off.
Takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. Looks you in the eye.
Shadow, we need to have a talk about this Humanus gig.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Well, I've got a history with Humanus. I fought him back in 39 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, Shadow. I can still see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones too.
Let me guess, you want to come on the Humanus run so you can finish the job?
That's part of it, sure, but it's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this run, boss. I have to come. It's my nephew, Alexander. He signed on with Humanus, driven to it by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt.
I take it that his father, your brother, is a Humanus member too?
Nah, that'd take a level of conviction, a quality that he thoroughly lacks. My best guess is that he's treating Humanus as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself. So he's dumped his boy off on them, never mind the fact that they're fascist swine.
Dietrich looks you in the eye.
I've got to get Alexander out of there, Shadow, before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how the disgusting ideology propagates. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor, to let me come along on the run. I have to get into that compound, Shadow. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable.
Of course, I wouldn't keep you from something like this.
Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me, of course. You're too good a woman for that. But it's good to hear it all the same.
Cool, but I'm not actually going on that job next, so... yeah. Travel to Frankfurt or Tor to meet Luca Dior's team. Come on, you can do it, baby. As the U-Bahn trial run, as the U-Bahn hums towards the Frankfurter Tor, you tug idly at the fabric of your maintenance uniform. You found it in a duffel bag on your seat when you boarded, along with a note from Dewar to put it on before your arrival. The moment you step off this train, the note says, your trial run begins. You are to rendezvous with the rest of your team, reconnoiter the building, and plant the specified devices in Alisher's suite. Beyond that, your approach will be left to you. Do not disappoint us, you are being watched. Exciting. Okay. As you emerge from the dingy confines of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in a knight-errant uniform.
You're with maintenance.
It isn't a question. He stands impassively, waiting for a response. Wouldn't be wearing this uniform if I wasn't.
Yeah, well, your fellow mob jockeys beat you here. Security checks came in green, so you're good to head into the building whenever you want.
Shouldn't be too sassy. Thanks for your time.
Have a good one.
Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. A young dwarf looks up at you, wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell that she's terrified. She bites her lower lip, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step towards you. Hello? Are you Miss Shadow? I take it you're on my maintenance crew. Yeah, I am. My name is Jana. I like your hair, hon. I don't know why I called her hon there. It just felt natural. I like the hair, though. Tries on a smile, falls away almost immediately. You sound nervous. Are you sure that you're up to this? I'll be okay. But I have some bad news for you. Our teammates sort of, jumped the gun a little. They're already inside. Let me get this straight. They charged on into the building and you didn't do anything to stop them? Dwarf rings... Oh, I meant that to... I didn't mean to be as harsh about that. Dwarf wrings her hands. I told them to wait. Our instructions were clear, I said. We need to go in as a group. But they didn't listen to me. They just went on in anyway. Alright, calm down. I see that you have a toolbox. Are you a rigger or something? She swallows. Well, no. I'm not like you, not like the others. You should probably know that. You'll have to clarify that. Violence makes me sick to my stomach. I've never broken into a building or stolen anything in my life. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is that I'm not a criminal. I'm just an electrician. If you're not a Shadowrunner, what are you doing on this crew? Her face flushes red. I'd rather not talk about it. Let's just say that someone did me a favor once, and that coming along on this thing is how I have to pay it back. Look, in the end, it doesn't matter. I have to be on this run, and you have to bring me along. It's what they want. Well, I'll try to get you through this safely, but I can't make any promises. She nods eagerly. Thank you. I really, really mean that. No problem. Now, you said that our teammates are already inside. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I watched them storm through the front doors of the building that we're going to hit about 10 minutes ago. A lot can happen in 10 minutes. They'll still be on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks on the elevator. That's just why I decided to wait for you out here. I figured that they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Alright, let's get in there before the others blow the run. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. I did actually want to have another look out here just in case there's like a hidden goodie. Oh no, this is a very enclosed. Okay, never mind. Nothing out here, although I do see this over here. Hi, birds. Mid-level corporate compound complete with living spaces on the upper levels. Oh, we've got straight over here. Aha, what's this? It's too high to reach. Okay, but that's could be a good exit. It's not too high to hop down. realized how creepy that sounded. I meant as a potential person of information. Just to clarify. Hi, yes, do you have anything for me? Waitress steps forward to greet you, a drink menu in her hand. Welcome to Caf Shack, home of the budget-friendly caffeine fix. May I help you? What do you have? We've got the cheapest soy caf in Berlin, guaranteed. She pauses for a moment and looks you up and down. You've been around long enough to know when you're being sized up. Finally, she continues. But of course, for hardworking folks like yourself, we do have other options. Options that corporate security doesn't tend to appreciate very much. Productivity enhancers. Get the picture? There's nothing I love better than enhanced productivity. What are you offering? Etiquette Street. Don't be speaking code. I'm not going to narc on you. So she's got drugs. She smiles slyly. I've got just the thing for that big presentation, or that make-or-break annual report. It's called Jolt, and it's amazing. Imagine a great big cup of caf, only without the nasty crash or the jittery stomach. You can take as many as you need without winding up in the hospital, and each one will keep you up for a couple of hours. Show me. Plus 1 AP and 1 intelligence for 3 rounds. Yeah, I feel like that's just a bad idea. Plus I don't have much money, but still cool. And then I can buy a soy calf. Alright, let's go inside. You guys look like badasses, I'm not gonna lie. I totally want that armor and that gun that looks pretty cool. Let me armor up. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the door swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you.
You're here, finally. And you've brought a little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. Not tardy enough as it is.
He jerks his thumb at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside.
He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us.
Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single susurrant breath. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one.
Oh, and I hope that you can speak Sparathiel.
He shakes his head in disgust.
Damned useless immigrants.
Did I hear you right? Did you really say that I was tardy? I mean, what are you gonna do? Send me to detention?
Wonderful. Late and a smartass.
He glances down at his chronometer.
I have an important meeting in a few hours, so let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detection, and then we can all go our separate ways.
The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack up a little higher on his back, and his muscles bulge under the strain of it. Looks like you drew the short straw in team assignments, friend. The elf blinks uncomprehendingly and takes a half step back.
I told you. He can't understand a word you're saying. Nothing's come out of his mouth but that pigeon drivel the elves call language. A Tir-Tanagiri dialect, if I'm not mistaken. I wish that he'd do us all a favor and go back.
Race elf, address the elf. Can you understand me at all, brother? The elf's dialect is completely foreign. It's quite unlike the form of Sparathiel spoken by the elves of Tir Nanog. You only managed to catch a few words.
You terrible insolence of threatening. See if at all?
So Lucas sent me in with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German. Wonderful. Look, just be calm, my friend. Your words don't seem to have much impact. The elf's scowl deepens. Groovy. I get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we've got a job to do, so you're all going to have to suck it up and deal.
The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now, can we please get moving? I don't have all day.
We know. You have a meeting. I can get us into Alishir's apartment, but there are a few things that we'll need to do first. If you can get me to a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring. Well, that and whatever's in that pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics.
And do you know where we'll find that access panel, Mouse?
Quit calling me that! She takes a moment to calm herself. And yes, I do. There's an access panel on one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contacts gave me a key code that should get us in.
You've said should twice already. That makes me feel uneasy.
Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. And that's the first thing that we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given. I rewire Alishire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Her brow furrows. Well, that's the theory, anyway. Alright, then let's go. Objective 1, get Jen to the utility room, give team upstairs disable penthouse security, have James hide the cameras in the penthouse. Stressed suit. High stress suit. The well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy worry lines etch his forehead, and his eyes are bloodshot. Looks like he hasn't slept in a month.
I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. This is about building maintenance, take it someplace else.
James's cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward.
Watch it. You don't get to talk down to me,
The orc bristles.
Like a janitor? Yes, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you'd better watch the attitude. Wasn't there a floor that you should be cleaning or something? I've got a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered.
You think just because we're in maintenance, we don't understand what you're going through? I have 621Bs to file before the day is out, and if I don't, I can kiss my efficiency bonus goodbye. With a visible effort, he calms himself.
Look, sorry. I'm not trying to be unpleasant. It's just that I have a huge presentation to give to the board in 20 minutes. I stayed up all night practicing it. Now I'm so tired that I can't even remember my own name.
That's rough. He shakes his head miserably.
I'm going to botch this. The worst part is, most of those bastards will assume that it's because I'm an orc. They already make jokes behind my back. After this, it's gonna get a lot worse.
It's tough, man. Best of luck. Can we talk to him again? I think we can. I feel like if I go get one of those, jolts or whatever, I can give it to him. Ooh, hello. That looks like security. Hi, how's it going? Knight Errant Enforcer. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal.
Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here.
Doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal?
You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch this terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been working great since that other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records.
You know how it is with us in management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous.
Story of my life. You have my sympathies.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
Take it easy.
Definitely no need to go to violence here. If we do this right, we shouldn't need to fight at all. You know, quick in and out. That's how you want your surveillance. You don't want them ever thinking that someone might have planted something. Boutique food kiosk. The sign out front advertises a variety of locally sourced foodstuffs, all of them terribly overpriced. Glancing in the self-serve refrigerated section of the kiosk, you find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in slick plastic. You could eat for a week for the price of one of those things. Wow. And what's over here? That links up with over there. This might have some shenanigans, and there's more stuff in here. Taylor, eh? Jen studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both on the same circuit, too. So? So we could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I can feed a nice power spike into the one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. What would that do? Make a loud bang and arc enough voltage into that hallway to knock out a gang of trolls. Rather you didn't, we'll find another way past the guard. I think we can still... Yeah, we can still do it if we want to. But we'll look around and get all of our options. Saleswoman's expression brightens your approach. Welcome to Dunkley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it on under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. Good choice. Style and safety. You have a good eye. She takes your arm. Here, let me show you to a dressing room. 1,500. Dang. +2 charisma? Oh, I totally want that. Okay, well, you can sell this pistol. Because I don't use pistols. Shoot. Yeah, I can't get to 1,500. I'd have to sell literally everything I have. Well, you can sell that hyper, though. That's still not enough. Unfortunate. Hi. Guard stance shifts slightly as you approach. Can I help you? Yes, could you open the door to the utility area? We have some work to do in there. Can't read the guard's expression through his mirrored face mask, but his body language makes it clear that he's staring at you. This door is security coded. Delta grade. Your idea says that you're just a theta. So no, I can't open the door. You're not listening. We have work to do in there. I heard her loud and clear, mob jockey. Now you listen to me. Nobody without Delta clearance gets through this door, period. I'd suggest that you talk to management. If you really do need to be here, they'll upgrade your clearance. Otherwise, piss off! Cool down, we're on the same side here. This is a dispatch problem, I'm sure of it. I don't envy you guys having to work with them every day. Guard's shoulder relaxes. Yeah, I hear ya. I swear, it's amazing that anyone gets anything done at all around here. Tell you what, you don't need to go all the way back to management. Just call in and get your clearance changed. I'll let you guys in as soon as the authorization comes through. Nah, I'd better go take care of this in person. But one thing before I go. Instead of this week's protocols, they sent us out with last week's. Anything changed since then? Shakes his head. Unbelievable. You know, it makes my blood boil to think of how much money they make. It's people like you and me that actually keep this place running. And yet the idiots at Dispatch pull in triple what we do for sitting on their asses and fouling everything up. Right there with you, man. Now about those protocols? Yeah, let's see. They changed the emergency assistance code from November to Indigo. I think that's it. Everything else should be on the same from the last week. Indigo. Yeah, thanks. Now I better head back to management to get that clearance issue sorted. He nods sagely. Best of luck, pal. Do us all a favor and call out those idiots at Dispatch. Not that it'll do any good. On second thought, don't bother saying anything. They just wind up getting another raise. Don't I know it? Take care of yourself. Yeah, you too. That's why you always go charisma route, guys. You always go charisma. Now, I think I should be able to go... Oh, hello? Corporate woman and tech vendor. Interesting. Anyways, I'm pretty sure we can go back to the guard we saw in the control room, and he can upgrade our clearance, but also there's this room here, so we might as well look into it. Tech vendor, you got anything for me? One behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimpling. Good afternoon, and welcome to Augmentech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing with forced cheerfulness. Oh, okay. Idly, you wonder how many times she has to give this exact speech every day. Tell me how I can help you today! Might be in the market for some cyberware. Then you've come to the right place! She gestures at the terminal in front of you. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance-enhancing augmentations to make you into the better person that you've always dreamed you could be. Scanning over the tastefully designed catalog, you find that most of Augmentech stock consists of overpriced cosmetic cyberware, metabolic tweaks to help burn away cellulite, ruthenium polymer hair extensions, ultra-expensive leonization treatments aimed at wealthy septuagenarians. Toward the back of the catalog, you find some practical chrome, but nothing that a Shadowrunner would want. From designer replacement limbs to nephretic screens for alcoholics, Augmentech carries the very best in fashionable implants for the ultra-rich. The mental enhancement section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything that you couldn't already find in the cruise bosser. You're about to turn away when an ad on the last page grabs your attention. The newest iteration of the Encephalon system, complete with an integrated maths SPU. The Encephalon Next, registered as it's called, is bleeding-edge commercial-grade tech. Non-compete agreements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you found one that carries it. And this headwear looks interesting. Mind if I take a look? She glances at the item on the screen. Looking at the new Encephalon, huh? Good choice. Our regional supervisor has one, and it is amazing. Totally worth the price. What is the price? Doesn't say on the screen. We're doing a special right now. Yours for only $250. That's actually really cheap, yeah. That's wonderful. Good choice. I'll just swipe your cred stick, then I'll print up your purchase order. Okay. Where do I go get it installed? Is your dock in the back or something? Her brow furrows. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that you don't understand. We're a boutique shop, not a cyber surgery clinic. We can sell you the device and have it sent to the clinic of your choice for installation, but we don't do the surgery here. Of course, your doctor will bill you separately for installation, but this way you can ensure that the procedure is carried out wherever you're most comfortable. I'll still take it. Please have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic in the Cruise Bosser. She swipes her cred stick and punches a few buttons on her PDA. A flimsy slip of paper spills out of the terminal you're standing at and into your hand. Saleswoman beams at you. You are now the proud owner of an Encephalon Next. We'll have it sent to the Triage Cyber Clinic as per your request. When you arrive, just show the doctor or a member of his staff the proof of purchase that you're holding, and he'll know what to fetch for you. Thanks. That'll be interesting. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. I wonder what that does. Like, mechanically speaking. A well-groomed corporate couple stands in the corner. Browsing, typo, racks of pamphlets about neural enhancement headwear. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your uniform, her nose wrinkles. Oh, hello. Are we on your way? We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right. The last thing we'd want is to come between you people and whatever it is that you do. Yeah, we've got some repair work to do. The flux dilator is leaking coolant. A real messy job, believe me. His eyes widen. Is that dangerous? We should call security. No need to bother security. We're on the job. You two enjoy your shopping. No need to panic. It isn't dangerous or urgent. Say, what are you looking at there? This? He holds up the display model that they were inspecting so that you can see it. A small chip along with a glossy, attractive information sheet. It's a pediatric skillware plus system for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmate. Oh, you know what? They both sound the same, whatever. At the academy. That means headwear from Augmentech. We may not be as rich as the other parents, but this, at least, is something that we can do. I'm surprised that they sell cyberware for children. Don't the kids, I don't know, outgrow it? The man sighs. Yes, he'll need another one in a year, and every year after that from now until college. But I suppose that's the price of success.
Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans's peers has a pediatric encephalon, and it ranges on up from there. The academy grades are on a curve. If we were to send Hans to school without any enhancements, we'd be setting him up for failure.
Well, what about the kids that can't afford cyber surgery?
The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be at the bottom of the pile.
Yes, but that someone won't be our Hans. It's an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically. But then that's the world we live in, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't want Hans to wind up at the bottom of the heap like me.
I should say not. You seem like a good woman. I don't mean to insult you, but you know how cutthroat it is out there. Hans will have every advantage, even if I have to mortgage the house to provide it to them. It's big of you. I should get back to work. Goodbye now. Yeah, we're not here to cause fights. Yeah, so now I'm pretty sure I come back over here. I still want to go and maybe get that dude a jolt. I have a feeling he'll definitely want it. Hey, friendo. Oh. Okay, so this is a way to get him over there. But the other dude will probably be pissed at us. Okay. Something about escorting us out. Can I can still talk to you again, right? Or I'll have to escort you out. Okay. So before I do that, I want to try and help out this guy first. Because it's possible that once... Oh, can I even leave? Oh yeah, I can leave. Okay. It's possible that once we do that, we won't be able to... Like, things will be in motion. You know what I mean? And I should still have enough to be able to afford this. Curious to see what that that headpiece is going to do for us. Want some jolt. Good decision. Bye. Oh yeah, and then I forgot that I sold something, which helped. Also, give me a soy calf to have in my inventory, because it might be useful somewhere. Oh, I drank it. You choke down a hot cup of bitter low-grade soy calf. Tastes like an unholy fusion of coffee grounds and bean curd. It's disgusting. How can you even sell it? Got it on the cheap and we sell it on the cheap. Folks on the street have acquired a taste for it. Sorry if you didn't like it, but you get what you pay for. If you have more expensive tastes, try a more expensive drink. Fair enough. Can't even be mad. Hi, random bystander standing on the street bystandingly. Alright, so let's see if I can help you out. Yep, about your board meeting. I've got something that might help pick you up. Is that Jolt? I haven't had that since I graduated from business school. Oh man, that stuff is the best! I don't need to sell it. Here you go, man. Oh, I can't just take it from you. I know how much that stuff can cost. But here's what I can do. I'm gonna give you my room code. When you're making your rounds, doing a maintenance thing, you can stop in and grab my cred stick off the table. There's a couple hundred Nuyen on it. Cred stick on the table? Got it. Just do us both a favor and promise that you won't take anything else, okay? I'm trusting you with this. Okay. I'm pretty sure he just left the map or something. Well, good luck to you, dude. Alright, definitely... Oh, because we were in motion. Definitely saving again. Why are there three? I didn't make a second one. Or maybe I did by accident. Okay, well, I'll delete one later. And by later, I mean exactly right now, because that bothers me. can delete from here, right? Yeah, okay. Go boop, boop. There we go. I have to be organized. Okay. Your buddy across the way wanted me to give you a message. Status Indigo, calm compromise. Does that mean anything to you? Guard jerks upright in alarm.
He said what? Step out of my way, please.
Thank you. Enter the false state into the system to indicate threats coming from a far part of the complex away from your target. A few response codes flash on the screen. Alright. Why exactly did I want to do that? Where exactly? We're trying to get into up here, yeah? Yeah, okay. Now, what did that do for us?
You there, maintenance guy, stop right where you are.
Is there a problem?
Damn straight there is. You lied to me.
Nobody called a code Indigo, and when dispatch took a closer look at your work... Yeah, okay. Why would I do... Now, I could still fry him. I don't want to do that. That just sent alarms away from where we were going. Is there a way I can maybe use that ladder we saw outside? Oh, I should be using quick saves and quick loads. That's probably a good idea. I've always been a manual save over quick saves for most games. Although when I did Doom 3 on its hardest difficulty setting, I used quick saves for that because you basically save like every 5 seconds. What's that? You killed a thing? Save. What's that? You took 5 steps forward and you picked something up? Save. What's that? You walked down a hallway and nothing hit? Save. I look forward to doing Doom 3 again on the channel someday. One of the channels. Alright, come on. You can do it, game. You can do it. There you go. Alright, yeah. So... oh yeah, we picked that up a while ago, I think. So that's a Dora code, presumably for when we get further up. Oh yeah, because there's living quarters and stuff. I don't want to have to fry this guy. He's just doing his job. Plus, I really don't want to make a big scene, you know? I'm surprised that was all we could do over on the computer terminal. Oh, you know what? I could fry them both. I could fry them both. That's probably what it expected me to do. Let me just double check and make sure that we can't... oh, I can't even interact with it anymore. Okay, that's interesting. All right, then we'll do the Indigo thing, and then we will send them over, and we will fry them both. That's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, she did say knockout and not kill, so hopefully it does not kill. I'm coming to... Conjunction junction, what's your function? Do it. Oh, that. That was blood. They're dead. That makes me sad. Wordlessly, Jenna pops an access panel at the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover and stands. Alright, that should do it. I bypassed the security lock on the elevator. We're good to head upstairs. That was quick. I know my way around electrical systems. My father used to own rental properties all over Munich, and I helped him maintain them. She smiles shyly. I've been rewiring buildings since I was a little girl.
Touching. I don't know what this has to do with getting me to my meeting, but please, by all means, keep waltzing down memory lane. We'll wait.
He's right, we're on a timetable here, let's go. The dwarf nods. Yeah, of course, sorry. No, it's okay, I like the story, it's just, we should go. Don't forget, this is all a test. We are being tested. I feel like this asshole was sent along, you know, as part of the test. And for what it's worth, I don't really remember much about what happens in a lot of the missions in this game. I don't remember most of the missions in this game. But I do feel like keeping in mind that this is a test the entire way through is definitely important. Alright, I'm gonna need you to get me to this floor's access panel. And that'll be in room 303 on this floor. The door's combination is 14291. She glances up at you. Make sure to write that down. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, once I'm in there, I can put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set its key code combination to 1s, so we shouldn't have any trouble getting in to plant the cameras.
We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible. But I can't afford any more delays.
Cracks his knuckles.
I hope that no one else gets in our way for their own sake.
You aren't hurting anyone unless I order you to, you got that? The mage's lip curls into a sneer.
Yeah, I heard you. If I went under instructions to follow your lead, this would be a very different conversation.
Yeah, well you are, so shut up and deal with it. She shakes her head in disgust. God, I wish that we didn't need you to finish this job. His lip curls into a sneer.
Sadly, for all of us, you do. Oh, and by the way, we're going to have words when this run is over, Mouse.
A stream of caustic syllables pours out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his pack, but his hands have clenched into fists. He rolls his eyes and points a bony finger at the elf.
Look, it's trying to speak.
I want to get this over with, Shadow. I want to get away from these people and go home.
Felt. Alright.
.302. Why is that? Why are they red? Oh, right. No, hey now. Quick save? Aha! Trendy designer designed the panel, reads apartment 301. Slick high-grade keypad has been mounted to the door frame. Scan key or access, enter override code. Okay, so I don't have that yet. What room is suits? I guess I could try them all. 53786. Oop. Game. Yeah, that's because I accidentally hit the trackpad there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on. Literally already forgot what the code was. 53786. 53786. Oh, nice. That was him. Well, that was a 50 coin 50 Nuyen profit. Also, fire escape. Boom. I knew we used that for an escape at some point. Haha. Okay. So now we have an escape route cleared. That's actually pretty huge. 303, that's where we're meant to go. What's this one? I need decking 4. Oh my god. The text that glows on the console's display reads information security personnel only. In place of a key card, the console sports a smooth Duraplast panel with a data port in its center. It seems that building management doesn't want laymen tampering with this machine. I totally want in there. Alright, fine. And this one is 14291. 14291. In. Ooh, the game saved itself. Okay. Okay. Moving the painting aside, you find a large maintenance access panel. Jana steps forward, a slight frown on her face. Okay, I guess that this is me. She pulls a multi-tool from her belt and uses it to loosen the bolts that hold the panel in place. Pulling up a schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's wiring.
Hurry it up, woman. The clock is ticking.
Don't rush me, this is complicated. Popping the lid on her toolbox, she grabs a pair of wire clippers, a soldering gun, and a roll of electrical tape. With a look of grim determination on her face, she begins to snip into a massive harness of cables that run through the unit. Alright. She taps the elf on the knee. I'm gonna need that thing now. He nods and reaches back to unsling his pack. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. Takes all of his strength to wrestle it up from the ground and into the space in the access panel that Jana has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox.
Do something useful for a change.
The elf says nothing. Unburdened by the heavy pack, he stands up straight, and for the first time you appreciate how much larger he is than the corporate mage. He stares down at James, and his hands bunch into fists. Stay cool, man. We're almost done. Game! What the hell? I had my hand nowhere near the trackpad that time. Stop it. If the elf understands you, he shows no sign of it. He continues to stare James down, and the mage continues to ignore him. Payload in place, Janet goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw, wire, and solder the canister into the harness. She inspects her work, nods, and turns to face you. She stands and brushes the hair out of her eyes. Alright, job's done. Just need to do a bit of cleanup and we can get out of here. That's it? She taps the screen of her PDA. According to this, yes, the penthouse's security system should be inactive.
Let's move then. To hell with the cleanup. We'll be gone before anyone notices anyway.
Just a second. What was the canister that you put into the terminal? She shrugs. Beats me. For all I know, it could be full of pixie dust. They said that I had to wire it into the wall of this junction, and so I did. They say it'll work, then it'll work. They have no reason to lie about something like that. An astonished chuckle escapes from her mouth. No reason to lie? Do you really believe that? The mage cuts her off.
The lodge doesn't tell you things that you don't need to know when you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you, take the money, and keep your mouth shut about it afterward. It's all very simple, the lodge.
The mage's eyes widen incredulously.
You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You're leading this team and you don't have a clue.
Jana cuts in, her eyes wide. Both of you shut up, somebody's coming! A tall, deeply tanned man rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. You recognize him as the father that you spoke with at the Augmentech kiosk. He stops short when he sees your team, and the smile falls from his face.
You! The lady from the cyberware kiosk! What the hell is going on here?
He advances on you, full of bluster and bravado.
This is my apartment. I own it. You can't just waltz in here and start pulling the walls apart without my consent.
The maintenance. Look at the uniforms.
Yeah, I see that, but that doesn't give you the right to force your way into my home and start tearing up my walls. At the very least, you should have given me advance notice.
James shoots you an irritated glance.
This is a waste of time, and I'm already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will.
The elf barks something out at James. The sound is uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and sibilant hisses. Keep your mouth shut, James. I'll talk this out with our friend here.
He bristles. Talk this out? The hell with that. We have a job to do, and he's in the way. Deal with him and do it fast, so we can get back on track.
The homeowner looks shocked, but he recovers quickly. He takes a step towards James, his hands balled into fists.
All right, buddy, you've asked for it. I want to know your employee number, and I want to know it now. I'm a member of the Homeowners Association for this level. You know what that means? I have a lot of pull with building management.
He thrusts an outstretched finger at James.
Your days wearing that uniform are numbered, I promise you that.
Calm down, sir. Nah, there must be a problem at dispatch. Should have received a work order last week.
I didn't receive a thing from dispatch, or from anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are entertaining guests here in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined.
Dude, I can just put the painting back up.
I need to know that you're going to fix this, and that you'll clear the paste back up, and that you'll put a new coat of wax on the floors. I need... The hell with it. I don't have time for this.
His hands twist into claws, and he raises them high. An instant later, they are wreathed in an unnatural purple glow. James, stand down! We do not need to kill this man. Yeah, so if I say nothing, he's gonna kill the guy. If I say do it, he's gonna kill the guy. And if I say this, he's gonna know that we're gonna kill the guy. But I'm gonna at least try. The glow intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances and stabs out of James's hooked fingers as if it were alive. The man in the doorway recoils in alarm, and his palm slaps down on a plastic disc that had been clipped to his belt. Too late, you recognize the object. A panic button. No alarm sound, nothing happens. The homeowner backpedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. He's moving too slowly, much too slowly. James, let him go, damn it. Mage's response comes out with a snarl.
He tried to bring security down on us. He isn't leaving this room.
An incomprehensible screech cuts off the mage's sentence. In your peripheral vision, you catch a flurry of motion. Your elvish companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Jana is hanging off of him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. Stop, damn it! We need him alive to complete the run! With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground and then turns back towards James. She's right, stop this or I'll put you down. The elf comes up short, staring at you. He sweeps his vision from you to Jana to James. Then he exhales heavily and spits out a jumble of broken German. Killers, innocence of, will not stand for, I not slave, all lodgment. Bastards, I kill all. Oh shit. Okay, well yeah, this has absolutely fallen apart. Alrighty then. Combat has been engaged. You're hostile, we're gonna treat you as such. Oh, it does AP damage, it's a taser. That's cute. Oof. Oh, come on, really? Oh, and that did the crit. Come on, me. Yeah, and he's doing like rapid fire damage. Okay, hit him once. No, just hit him. And get behind cover so you don't die, please. Ow. Well, there's a shot. There, we got the tase off. There we go. All right, well that's great. The mage wipes spatters of blood from his cheek with the back of his hand. He attacked me! Oh, elf! The fucker tried to kill me! You've been insulting me ever since we arrived here. What did you think was going to happen? His face flushes red. If you'd been a better group leader, you wouldn't have let that happen. You would have... For the love of God, shut up. Just stop talking. We're both sick to death of you. You need me to finish the mission. Yeah, that's true. But if you don't shut that smug mouth of yours right now, you're going to arrive at your meeting without a tongue. Without another word, the mage turns and stalks off in the direction of the penthouse. Okay, so which direction is the penthouse? Is it this one? It might be this one, but I don't think it had the opportunity to do a code. Either way, I'm going to try. Nope. Okay, so where is the penthouse? Am I blind? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, and I imagine we can get the code for in there from there. If I get some karma mid-mission, I can upgrade my decking, but it's not going to happen until after, so we missed out on a bit of loot, and that's a little frustrating, but what can you do? Alright. Place camera. Place first camera, it hears the ceiling with an audible click. James steps forward, his fingers bent. He whispers a long string of hushed syllables that seem to vibrate in your mind. For a moment, nothing seems to happen. Then you blink and the camera is gone. Done. Get moving on to the next one. The second camera clicks onto a heating vent. The lens irises to adjust to the light. James repeats his previous performance and the camera fades from view. Ooh, we'll take medical supplies, thanks. You place the last camera. James steps forward, then turns to stare you in the eye. When we get through this run, I'm going to tell my handler all about you. You won't work for the lodge again. Not because you're an incompetent leader, but because I have pull, and I don't like you very much. What do you have to say about that? You can do whatever you want when we're done with this. For now, shut your mouth and finish the job. I'm not going to call him on that, and I'm not going to threaten him. The infuriating smirk returns to his face. I will. He whispers to the third camera, and soon enough it fades from view. Suddenly an alarm blares to life. James jerks back in surprise. Damn it! I knew this would happen if I didn't kill that spray-tan jackass. I knew it! His hands hook into claws, and the air seems to shimmer around him. Looks like we're fighting our way out of here. Yet another unnecessary delay. Dude, I already secured us an escape route. Calm your tits. Why do you think I helped that suit guy? Papa knows an escape route when he sees it. Whee! Still gonna have to fight our way out this way, but now we don't have to fight out of the ground level. I don't see any guards yet. That's encouraging. Here, you go ahead, see if anyone's there so we can shoot them if they are. No. Seem to be making a clean getaway. Oh. Okay, we've got combat arena over here. They were waiting for us to escape. Ow! Oh, hello. Alright, you. You're healing me, whether you like it or not. From here, you can't. Rip. Just gonna use her as a meat shield. Ow, ow. Ow! How much health do I have? Like 1? Yeah, I'll take a med kit, please. Nice. Turnabout's fair play, I suppose. Ow. Hi, you maybe want to do that again for me, please? Thanks. Rip. Why don't you try taking a shot or two? Ow. Nice. Come on, me. There we go. That's a kill. That's what we need. Let's get a flank going on you. Yeah, I'm much more concerned about myself living through this, not you. Rip. Oh, good, he had a trauma kit. Good for him. Nice. That's what we like to see. Get a flanking bonus on him. Worth it. And there should be one more guy over here, I think. Yep. I should have had you do the taser. Nice, get acided. Nice, ignored me. Gave me a point blank double crit. This guy has made all of the wrong decisions. Oh, look, he even managed to get a kill. Good for him. We out. Mission accomplished. Fucking finally. Call your handler and tell him that the job is done. Be quick about it. I need to be on the next train out of here. For once, he and I are in agreement. I can't put this place behind me quickly enough. All I want to do is go home, hug my cat, and forget that tonight ever happened. The comm code that Luca Dare gave you. You punch the code into your PDA. A few seconds later, you hear the telltale click of a successful connection. Dare's voice pours out of your PDA speakers.
Shadow, the job is done, I trust.
Yes, everything is completed to your specifications.
Very good. Now, if you please, give me a status update on the members of your team.
The elf from Ternagiri turned on us. We had to put him down, but Jana and James are both alive and well. He clucks his tongue softly.
Interesting. Now, the elf is dead was expected. He was a dangerous and unreasonable person. Disgruntled, you might say, after years of service in our employ. His betrayal of you was inevitable. Thankfully, with his death, we have gained valuable insight into your character. James's continued survival, on the other hand, was not expected. You are a very patient woman, Shadow.
Deer smiles. This has been most informative. James' posture stiffens, but he says nothing. You can see a dawning awareness behind his eyes, though. Slowly, the color begins to drain from his face.
And let us see how adequately you completed the task that I set before you. Enter the following code into your PDA, if you please.
Punch the code into your PDA. You type in the code as instructed, and your PDA screen cuts to static. A moment later, a familiar image materializes on the screen. The penthouse room that you bugged. It appears to be a live feed from the cameras that you planted. You sure that this room is secure? You've done a full sweep.
Absolutely, sir. We've run multiple sweeps of the complete sensor package, and we brought in a mage to search for signs of astral tampering. It all checks out clean. You're completely safe in here.
He lets out a heavy sigh.
Thank God. Call downstairs and let my wife and kid know that it's safe to come up. Will do, sir. Is there anything else that I can do for you tonight?
No, thank you. That will be all. You have a good... Yeah, I had a feeling. Suddenly, the air in this room seems to ignite. There's a blinding flash, and your PDA screen cuts to static.
And that takes care of that. Please return to the cruise, boss. The remainder of your post-run interview will conclude upon your arrival.
Hang on, what the hell was that? He raises an eyebrow.
What did it feel like? An explosion, of course.
This run wasn't a surveillance operation. It was an assassination.
It was both, and both tasks were carried out to the letter. You should be pleased, Shadow. The run was a resounding success.
When you describe this run to me, you left out the part where we planted a bomb. It's a hell of an omission. Janet covers her mouth with her hand, a horrified expression on her face. Oh God, I killed someone. That man is dead because of me. That must have been what we planted.
From the sound of that explosion, I'd guess that you killed a fair number of someone's. Alishire and his bodyguard at the very least, and probably a good half dozen more.
A morbid grin creases the mage's thin-lipped mouth.
And that makes you a mass murderer, Mouse, moving up in the world.
A sob racks her chest. She begins to hyperventilate. I can never get away with this. This is gonna follow me for the rest of my life. I killed people. I'm a fucking murderer.
Say it louder, why don't you? I don't think they heard you in France. I haven't had a response from you, Shadow. Shall I make the preparations for your post-run interview? Are you ready to continue your test?
I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about this, Dwarf. I'll see you soon.
Very good. I'll be waiting.
And then back to the cruise, Bosser? Your return trip to the cruise, Bosser, is a quiet one. The train from the Frankenfurter tour is empty, save for you. There's nothing to distract you from your thoughts. You're finished with the first part of your audition. Luca Dürr is waiting at Café Sedzve to administer the second. I think we can do that before we end today's episode, though I do see that we are getting a bit long. Actually, you know what? Like the cheeky little rapscallion I am, I think that's actually a good cliffhanger for next time, and we're getting a bit long, and I have a feeling the dialogue is going to be a thing. Besides, once I get paid, I can go do a little bit more shopping, and then we'll have people to talk to there. So we'll get through this loading screen, and then we'll end out there. And back. I love this song, by the way. Oh, we got karma from that. Only 2. Dang. Alright, well, that means that this is where we are going to leave things off for today. So thank you to everyone for joining me. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time for some more Shadowrun Dragonfall. Bye-bye.